If I were trying to build a personal brand from zero in 2026, this is exactly what I would do. I'm talking about real strategy that helped us grow to over 1.2 million followers and generate over 2 billion views, and now help over 1,000 creators grow and monetize their own personal brands online. Because the truth is, most people are approaching personal branding completely wrong. They think they need some revolutionary idea, some completely unique niche, or some crazy talent to start out online. And because of that, they never start. They get stuck overthinking. They get stuck comparing themselves to other creators that have been posting for years. But here's reality. You do not need to be the most original creator on the internet. You need to become recognizable. That's it. Because in 2026, attention is everywhere. AI content is everywhere. Everyone is posting, but very, very few people are actually memorable. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly how to become memorable. I'm gonna be breaking down how to actually grow a personal brand, how to stand out, how to stop overthinking content, how to use trends strategically, how to create content people actually care about, and how to avoid burnout. And make sure you stay until the very end, because I'm also going to be showing you the exact weekly content system we still use today to batch all of our content, test our hooks, and consistently grow. And if you're new here, what's up? My name is Steven. I'm one half of the Creator Passport and the Lover's Passport. Over the last few years, we've been able to grow our audience to over 1.2 million followers on just Instagram, almost 2 million across platforms. We've been able to travel the world, create content, work with tourism boards and brands all over the world, and completely change our lives through social media. And now our mission is really to help other creators do the exact same. So if you want to grow your brand, make money with content creation, and actually build a creator business, make sure to give us a subscribe and like this video, because we post a brand new video every single week helping other creators just like you grow. Now, with that, let's dive in. The very first thing you need to understand about personal branding in 2026 is that people do not follow creators because of information anymore. They follow creators because of identity. And this is where I think most people get stuck, because they think I need to create something no one has ever seen before. But that's not actually how the internet works. The creators winning right now are not inventing something completely new. It's not a new idea. They are simply packaging familiar ideas in a very recognizable way. And honestly, this was one of the biggest lessons we had to learn. When we first started posting content, we posted for 9 months with basically no strategy. And then eventually, we basically accidentally discovered what made us memorable. Actually, it was kind of two things that made us memorable. The first was our red and yellow jackets. People started recognizing us everywhere because of them. People would literally catch us on a hike and be like, oh my gosh, it's the Lover's Passport's jacket. The second thing was our Forerunner build. People became obsessed with our style of affordable road trips, national park adventures, and camping content, and honestly just our vehicle setup. And that became our recognizable identity online. It's not because nobody had ever traveled in the back of their Forerunner before. It's not because nobody had ever posted a photo in a red and yellow jacket or of a road trip. But once we learned how to just be consistent with that, everything changed. We went from 1,000 followers to over 100,000 followers in just 4 months. And that is when I realized something huge about social media. People don't remember creators that try to be everything. They remember creators that consistently communicate the same identity over and over again. The only person that's gonna get bored of your content is you. This is where I think most creators are getting personal branding completely wrong in 2026. They're chasing virality instead of recognition, and they're chasing all these trends instead of building trust with their audience. They're going after every single viral idea instead of building a brand that people are actually going to remember. And trust me, viral ideas alone do not build a strong personal brand. If you look at the Lover's Passport now, the content that we are posting now is completely different than the content we were posting in the very beginning. Just because you have followers, it does not build a business. Trust is what really does. It's one of the most important things you need to understand in content creation. Now, your personal brand is not your niche. Your personal brand is your personality, your communication style, your editing style, your story, your visuals, your beliefs, the energy that you show up on camera with. Maybe it's even like your lifestyle and the transformation that people associate you with. That's why two creators can talk about the exact same topic and one explodes and the other one doesn't. It's because one creator has identity. And honestly, this is why storytelling matters so much in 2026, because AI can replicate information, but it cannot replicate your experiences or your personality. Like if you're a really funny account, or if you talk about your personal struggles from the past and your story or your perspective, all of that is what's gonna make you stand out over AI. The next thing you need to understand is the difference between content that grows and content that is going to convert, because these are nowhere close to being the same thing. Growth content gets attention. Those are the videos that are going to get tons of views, but trust content builds connection. It's going to make your conversion content so much better. It'll help you make more money in the future with your content creation. The best creators understand you need to combine kind of all three of these. So you need growth content like trends, hooks, viral formats, high emotion, high curiosity pieces. You also need trust content, which is more of your storytelling, behind the scenes content, voiceovers, talking about your struggles, your wins, the beliefs, and showing your personality. And lastly, especially if you're a content creator that wants to work with brands, you need conversion content. And that is proof, it's testimonials, it's showing results that you've been able to get, any case studies. That's also where your educational content and authority-driven content is going to be. And most creators are only focusing on growth content, which is why they go viral, but they never make money with it. Brands don't think they have any selling power. Now, this next section is really, really important, because this is, I think, where most creators completely burn themselves out. And I don't want that to be you. They think growth means they need to be posting 5 times a day. They need to be working nonstop and constantly trying to reinvent the wheel. But honestly, like the creators, including us that are growing the fastest right now, we have systems. I don't think that I have more motivation than you. I just have systems that help me stay consistent. So if you're working a full-time job, this is the batching system I would use to still show up consistently, but it should never burn you out. So on Monday, this is the day I want you to do all of your trend forecasting and idea research. Tuesday, we take all those ideas that we found and we go through our footage to see what content and ideas fit the ideas that we found. And if we can't find any, then we script and shot list all of the things that we need to film. And then on Wednesday, we just record all of our content. I'm recording this video on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we edit 4 videos because we post 7 times a week. So I edit 4 videos on Thursday and then 3 videos on Friday. And then on Saturday, I do all of my captions, all of my text overlays, and final little tweaks. And then on Sunday, we schedule everything and prep for the next week. That system alone has completely changed our workflow. And one of the biggest things helping us right now when it comes to this is trial reels, because we can edit 1 video and test 5 different hooks every single day. And this is huge because most creators, I think, spend hours trying to guess what will work and then they post without confidence. Instead, we test all of the variations inside trial reels, different hooks, different intros, captions, different pacing, and then we double down on what is working. And that's what we're seeing all of our students grow the fastest in 2026. It's not by guessing, it's by testing your content. This is one of the reasons why we created the Viral Content Vault, because so many content creators that we knew were spending 5, 6, maybe even 10 hours a week just doom scrolling, trying to figure out what to post. Inside the Viral Content Vault, every single week, we do the trend research for you. I find all of the viral hooks, all of the winning formats, all of the best ideas, and the trending audios that I think you should be using. That way you can stop endlessly scrolling and doom scrolling, and instead, you can focus on the things that you should actually be doing, which is creating content. So if you want to be a part of the Viral Content Vault, all you have to do is scan the QR code right over here to join. Every single Monday, I post the newest trend updates, and you can join for an entire month for literally less than a vanilla iced latte. All right, now here's another thing that I think is really important. Most creators think that they need to appeal to everyone. You need to speak to everyone on Instagram, but honestly, strong personal brands usually have pretty strong opinions. I know we have some strong opinions. It means that you stand for something. And I think that's why some of our best students feel the most memorable, because they have beliefs. For example, I genuinely believe consistency matters more than perfection. And a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that. They think that you just need to have the most perfect photos. I also believe most creators overcomplicate their content. I also believe you don't need expensive gear to grow. Some of our top performing students only use their iPhone. And these beliefs have helped shape our entire brand of what not just the lover's passport, but like what the creator passport stands for. One of our students, Mel, from traveling to retirement, she was able to go from 214 followers all the way up to 120,000 followers. Once she understood personal branding and leaned into her actual identity online. Isn't that crazy? Like what happens when you can actually understand your personal branding and how much you can grow from it. And honestly, one of the biggest shifts that we personally see happening right now is voiceover storytelling is crushing, because people don't just want pretty visuals anymore. They want emotional connection. They want relatability, and they want stories. All of our students that are winning this year in 2026 are not the ones that are obsessing over one video over the next 2 weeks. They're the creators that are learning faster than everyone else. They're testing more, they're posting more trial reels, they're improving their videos faster, they are iterating voiceovers and just putting out the content faster, and that momentum starts to compound so much more. Now, after hearing all of this, if you want help learning how to actually build your personal brand, grow faster, and monetize your content, we do have something called the Creator Passport Priority Waitlist. I went ahead and linked it down below, as well as I'll put the QR code right over here to join our waitlist. When you join, you get access to 2 completely free lessons from our full program. It includes our trend forecasting system and our scrolling with intention framework. So both of these are going to teach you how to stop mindlessly scrolling and consuming content, and instead how to strategically study content that can actually help you grow. I just really want you to understand something. This opportunity is still so early. Even in 2026, people think social media is saturated, but the reality is most people are just too scared to post consistently, which means if you are willing to learn, if you're watching this video, you're trying to improve, and you're willing to stay consistent long enough to become recognizable, you can absolutely build something incredible with content creation. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found value in it, make sure to leave us a like and subscribe. We're gonna be posting a new video every single week to help you build and grow your social media journey. YouTube thinks you are also going to enjoy this video right over here. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.